Hello, this is chapter 20, question 24. It says a Gallup poll found that only 28% of American adults expect to inherit money or valuable possessions from a relative. The poll's margin of error was 3%. That means that A. The poll used a method that gets an answer within 3% of the truth about the population 95% of the time. All right, so uh, that is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. And here's the reason. Let's go to some scratch paper here. So 28% plus or minus 3%. So this 20%, that's a p hat right there. And roughly speaking, we're 95% sure that this p hat is within 3 percentage points of the real p, whatever that is. So if now we don't know exactly what p is, but I do know that the 28% figure that we got is probably 95% sure, probably uh, within 3% of the real p. Now we don't know what that real p is, but it's probably close to 28%, plus or minus 3%. So A is the correct answer. Now let's look at the false answers here. Okay, B. We can be sure. Well, I can stop right there. In statistics, you're never sure of anything. So any sort of question that says you can be sure of something is never the right choice for any sort of multiple choice question in a statistics class. But let's go ahead and look at the whole question here. It says we can be sure that the percentage of adults who expect an inheritance is between 25 and 31%. So if you change that to we can be fairly sure, or we can be 95% sure that the percentage, then it would be right. But you cannot be absolutely 90, you cannot be 100% sure. You're only 95% sure that the real percentage is between 25 and 31. Okay, C. If Gallup takes another poll using the same method, the results of the second poll will lie between 25 and 31%. Well, that's not true either. Now, if indeed the real p was 28%, now we don't know if it is, but let's take a look at this part C here in a little more detail here. If, and that's a big if the real p, the real percentage was 28%, then 95% of the time, your p hat will be within 3 percentage points of 28% is between, so that would be between 25 and 31%. So that you could say, but first of all, we don't know what p is. This 28% is only a p hat, and so you can't say that the p hat is within within 2 standard deviations roughly of p. But if you don't know p, you can't change that question around. You can't say that 95% of the p hats are between certain numbers if we don't know what p is. So that's why C is not correct. And that's it for that question.